Good morning, everybody. Man, it's been quite some time. My entire September was booked and traveling. But before I get into that, I just want to say thank you to my colleagues to the right over here. Thank you, Tom, Lee, Susie, Nick, and Yin, and the rest of the CAR directors and our board of directors who spent their week last week in downtown LA, basically lobbying and fighting for and getting information for all of us in our industry, because as Tom mentioned, you know, there's a select few of us that are there, but it takes an army to, build a village to raise a child, but you know, it takes an army to battle Sacramento, and unfortunately that's the word I need to use, battle, because every time they want to do something, they affect us because they think that because we own real estate or we are in the real estate industry, we're rich, but that's not always the case. So it's up to us and us to mobilize and go knocking on their doors. If there's a politician, and I use that word lightly or loosely, if there's a politician that's your neighbor, knock on their door and make sure that they vote in our favor, because you know, they tend to try to avoid us when it comes down to voting in our favor sometimes. So it's, you know, you just got to keep knocking, and you know, we win with numbers. So just want to thank everybody here. Oh, there's more. I know we're over time, but there's a lot of things. So the last few weeks I was traveling. I was at a trade mission in Taiwan with 3 of our other realtors. We had Francis, she's not here right now, or Ian, and also Pauline. There's Pauline back there, yes. Yeah, we were traveling. We went to Taiwan, and this is one of the gifts that we received from the Chinese Association of Real Estate Brokers, CAREB, which is their version of NAR. But they gave us this nice silver plate, you know. Sometimes they forget that we have to travel and it's in our luggage. So, Association, the Huayan Association of Real Estate Brokers, they gave us a bigger that we had to ship back. So it's probably still in the mail, snail mail. You know, it takes a while to get from Taiwan to here. So, whenever that arrives, I'll go ahead and show you guys. It'll probably be posted. Oh, there's my alarm, but still talking. I do want to recognize our YPN, and one of our YPN members, Leon over there, and another one, Karen over there. So our YPN was recognized by CAR and came in second place for the entire state as a YPN of the year. So that's a huge feat, because as Susie mentioned, there's 103 different associations, and for us to come in second, that is something to be proud of. And so that means we're on CAR's radar. That means next year, YPN's got to step it up and make it to the first. No, I'm not looking at you, Karen, but I'm just saying. And in continuing with YPN, they had a golf tournament last Monday, and YPN donated and contributed to charity in that golf tournament. They raised money, they gave money, and they also challenged our board of directors in a golf tournament wager, and for donating to the Home Affordability Fund. And well,
it was West Gabriel's own
foundation. Our foundation. Well,
$100.
Well, the board of directors lost to YPN by 1 stroke. Oh my God, that was so close. 59 strokes to 58. So in golf, I guess the lower number the better. Not like in basketball, the higher number the better. So congratulations, YPN, and we got that. And also, as you all know, it was spread all over the news last week. We had a fellow Encino realtor that was attacked while doing open house. So, you know, they caught the person, the perp, but, you know, that just shows that We actually are the second most dangerous industry right behind police officers. So we need to be aware. And actually, men, you're not excluded from this. 30% of attacks, that means 3 out of 10 people are done to men in the industry. So I just want to, and I don't know if they're going to be getting an announcement, but tomorrow we're having a self-defense summit. It's from 10:30 to 3. Be here, learn how to kick some butt, and step on some people's toes. You know, use your hip toss. You know, use your cell phone. That was actually one of the. I was in risk management last week in our at CAR, and one of the instructors, he'd teach self-defense. He says, use your cell phone. This is a perfect option. Just hold it like this, and you just strike them in the throat, up the nose, you know, bang them upside the temple. So you're holding your cell phone almost all the time. So even the person they actually did survey the video of the realtor and what she did wrong, what she could have done right. But for the most part, the first thing she did right is she felt and she trusted her gut. She got out of the house because that thing could have been a whole lot worse than it was. And so she got outside the house a little, you know, of course there's some other, you know, through this video surveillance, there's other things she could have done right, but the one thing she did do right was follow her gut. So follow your gut, go to the self-defense summit tomorrow, because you might think that it's not gonna happen to you, and, you know, just like an accident, you go, oh, I'm never gonna get in an accident, and you get in a car accident. So just be prepared, that's all I'm saying. Thank you.